All right, let's talk about the shitty companies of the day. What's going on, team? It's Ricky here with TechBud Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing start to your trading week. Today it's Tuesday, February 20th, and let's jump right into it. NASDAQ market aggressively sold off. I did take a long position. I actually haven't traded TQQQ in quite some time, but during today's live trading session, I stop lossed out twice, managing and mitigating my risk. But then when we got confirmation above the EMA line, I really stepped on the gas and then locked in profits as we became overbought, walking away with $1,600 profit. I took a very small short position on ARM. Again, another crap company that's extremely overvalued. You guys can see this perfect short setup on the longer time frames. It aggressively gapped up. You can see all the trading volume is slowly beginning to die out and the price action is following. So once we actually do begin to break below that 110 price point, get ready for this thing to get the rug pulled underneath it, because I'm excited to see this thing trade below and sub $100 a share. But as of right now, I'm staying patient, staying light. I've closed out my short position. I just left myself with my one lucky share, and I'm waiting for direction to be more clear on the bearish side of things. There's a handful of companies that sold off today. nvda sold off and showing a lot of signs of consolidation and no signs of a recovery just yet. But again, on the 1 hour time frame, although we are actively or beginning to sell off, on the 4 hour time frame, you can still see that we are far above the moving average. This pullback is long overdue for a stock like nvda and a lot of other companies that are aggressively overbought and overvalued within a short period of time. But let me share this with you. Just because the markets are pulling on back, right? You guys can see that obviously I get really excited when markets begin to pull on back, kind of like this. SMCI. We talked about this when it was at $1,000 a share. No one thought that this thing was going to pull back. It's lost 30% of its value in just 2 days, from $1,000 a share down to $700. This is why you don't listen to Reddit people, right? They're always just going to encourage you to hold. But guess what? You shouldn't be afraid to be selfish in this market. We're all here for the same reason, and that's to make money. So don't take it personal. It is personal, right? When it comes down to your ability to enter and exit a position successfully. Focus on yourself. Who cares about what everyone else is doing? This crap company is now retracing back, aggressively selling off as it's extremely overvalued. But when you look at something like NASDAQ is still incredibly bullish, right? So although, again, if you've been waiting for markets to pull on back, please understand the big difference between a pullback and an actual, crash or reversal. We're still within trading range of this thing being bullish. We're still trading above the moving average, and although we are pulling on back, a pullback is not a full-on reversal. A pullback is simply, again, a change in price where it's becoming a little bit more, I would say, oversold to its true value. But until this pattern actually begins to trade below the moving average and show signs of steady progress on the downside, I wouldn't get too confident and too greedy entering a short position too early on, or holding a short position longer than what is expected. And that's my biggest tip for beginners that are just getting started, is know when you have ground to stand on. It's kind of like people at these overbought levels that would refuse to lock in profits or refuse to sell, right? They become and get so much in their head that the market has to continue to go higher and higher and higher, which it doesn't. It can reverse at any time. But just like that, we must respect the other side. Understand that pullbacks like this happen, but until there's a break of pattern, which in this case for me, it would be the break below the moving average, until that break of pattern happens, this pattern is still relevant. It's still bullish. And that's just one thing that I want to remind you is one day does not define a market reversal. So please make sure that you are aware of that. We even had Tesla aggressively pull back today. I think at one point it was trading around the $200 price point, and then quickly gave it all back. It's testing the moving average, and we'll see if that selling pressure continues. But it's really early on within the week. We do have a handful of other stocks that are set to report earnings, such as nvda, Rivian, and Etsy, and Lucid are all reporting earnings after the market closes tomorrow. And we also have the FOMC minutes report that's going to be released tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'm thinking of hosting a free live session for the nvda earnings after the market closes, but I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys let me know down in the comment section if you would like me to host that. and let's see if we can get this video to over 1,000 likes. So I appreciate your time. Again, the whole point of this video is just to make you aware that one day does not define a market reversal. A lot of you guys know that I've been waiting for the markets to pull on back, but I don't want you to get too excited too early on. Markets are still bullish on the longer time frames. And this is where, again, it's crucial for beginners not just to look at small time frames, but to look at the longer time frames to understand if there's an actual true break of pattern. So don't be greedy and know when to lock in profits. You got to respect the other side. I don't care if you're a bull, I don't care if you're a bear. The only way to make money is by respecting the other side and not holding a position longer than you should have. So again, I hope to see you for our live trading session tomorrow right at market open. If you want to tune on in, it's the second link in the description down below if you want a 50% off discount. Don't forget to enter our Corvette C8 giveaway. And if you guys want to enter for your chance to win, that's the fourth link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.